Okay, yes, the recording has begun. So thank you, everyone. I'll introduce myself. My name is Lebogang, so I'm looking at two cameras. We've got Franz from Pretoria. Welcome. My name is Lebogang. I'm an entrepreneur. I live in Fourways, Johannesburg, and I've never worked I've always been an entrepreneur. I've loved entrepreneurship because I saw the power of entrepreneurship from a very young age. I believe in education. I believe in learning, but I also believe in learning what's relevant, what is making money today. The old way of doing things: go to school, get a job, so that you can get ahead in life. That formula does not work anymore. And I realized that very early on, before I even left school. So I got my degree, but immediately I went into entrepreneurship. At that time, I went into network marketing. It was not cool. It was not fancy, like we see it today. It was really something that people used to ask me, why on earth would you get involved with that? Isn't that for like grannies and people who don't know what to do? Somebody with your potential, go into corporate, do all of this stuff. But the main reason I got into network marketing was because I saw how powerfully it was able to change lives. It was changing lives of people regardless of their backgrounds. It didn't matter who you are, who your parents were, what your educational background was. All that mattered was how much are you willing to commit to yourself and to your dreams in order to make things happen and to see people's lives change. That was the main thing that got me into this industry and keeps me in this industry. It's getting to see the turnaround, seeing someone start here, but move and get to another level that they sometimes didn't even know was possible. That is what drives me. So today, we're celebrating a milestone. We are 30 days. Okay, it's tomorrow, but we can celebrate early. It's the eve of our 30 days. So we are 30 days into our dreams opportunity launch. It has been an amazing 30 days. We started with faith and an idea, and here we are 30 days later. So I thought, let's have this call, and someone says, can't see your face. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm in bed, by the way. My headphone. My laptop just like slid off. So I hope that's a little better. Thank you, John, for keeping me keeping me aware of what's happening. Like I said, I can't see it on my screen. So there we are. So we are 30 days into the opportunity. So that means we can now look back and tick some boxes, see what did we do well, what works best, where can we do better, because it's always good to look at every side. It's the only way that you can grow and evolve. And to also welcome our new leaders who are joining us for the first time, so that we can share with you what this opportunity is all about, how it works, and how you can get started. Oh, by the way, let me pause, everyone. Apologies, I did not do that. And that's something I usually do right at the beginning.
Sorry, Lebo, there's background
noise. I was just too
excited
or too because of the camera. So I have muted everyone. Apologies for that background sound, folks. I should have done that earlier. So yes, so let's continue. Let's get started. I have a special guest with me who's going to be sharing the podium with me. Ignatius Bell. We know him. He's a regular on our calls. I think Ignatius has known me since I was in my school uniform. So he's the best person to have with me on the call. He is my upline. He's the person who referred me to the opportunity. And really, I also want to acknowledge him and say, he never gave up on me. Even though, in network marketing, you go through ups and downs, you get tired at times, but he'd always be like, Leboki, and, he'd bring me back. And we share, and he's so supportive. And that's what this business is all about. It's about relationships. It's about building, not just for today. When you get into an opportunity like this, in a community like this, it's not about who I want to make money, so I'm bringing people in. You are building relationships that are going to last you your lifetime, possibly. Like I've said, Ignatius has known me since I was in school uniform. I have 3 kids who are now, one is going into high school. So that just lets you know how long that has been. And that's the power of this industry, building deep, strong, connections that you can take with you for life, because we share so much more. We share the passion for helping people. We share so much. So I'm excited that he gets to be on the call with me tonight, and then we might get other leaders to join us. I see Leader Ken has just joined, so maybe he can share a few words with us if he doesn't mind, because I know he killed it last week. I listened to that recording. So yeah, I'm excited that he's also here if he doesn't mind, and we can get down to business. So let me share my screen and let's get operating. So that's me for those who were not so sure. Same girl. Over here, like I said, I'm live on Facebook and live here. So today we're going to be talking about building your digital business. We are talking about an opportunity that is brought to us by a company called Dreams. Now, Dreams is in partnership with Meishi Pro. Meishi Pro is a company started by a South African gentleman who now lives in Ireland. And this company was started over 10 years ago. They are in over 43 countries at the moment, have had over 1.4 million people use their product, which is a digital business card. Now, in this world, folks, you know, every day I'm amazed at the power and the growth of the digital industry, just across the board, not just in network marketing, even at social media business, the way business is done so differently. If you're on TikTok, a person who has no website, no previous experience, they can build a massive business, a massive brand, and make tens of thousands of dollars every single month simply because they are leveraging their social media. So we are now in the age where if you are not online, you are taking your business completely offline, and offline to the ground. Your business does not exist if you do not have a presence online. But sometimes people feel, if I want an online presence, does that mean I have to build websites and hire consultants and spend all this money before I can get my business off the ground? And today I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. Meishi has designed an amazing app, an amazing digital product, which is a digital business card. So if you're in business, or you want to get into business, or you're a professional, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you are an administrator, you're somebody who's just finished your degree, you're looking to get a job, this is the perfect CV for you, a digital CV that can have links to your LinkedIn, links to whatever other social media that you want to put on there. It can have links to your certificates. You can actually put your certificates up there as PDFs for people to see your experience. You can put a little video. Hi, this is me. Now imagine if you're looking for a job and you're showing up to networking events and you're sharing this digital business card with people versus somebody who wants to carry around a paper CV or says, can I email it? When is that person going to check the email? But if you pop out your phone and say, here's my QR code, or, you know, here's the NFC, scan it, and it pops up on that person's phone, they're never going to forget you. You have made an impression. And so that's the power of the Meishi app. It's not just for entrepreneurs or network marketers. It is for anybody and everybody who is trying to take themselves forward in their personal brand and in their business. So the digital business card has so many features. I'm not going to get into those tonight because tonight, like I said, we're focusing on our 30-day celebration. So yes, so that's the product side. So what Dreams has done is that Dreams has built the network marketing or the compensation plan side of things, where they're saying, we will market this Meishi product because we know it works. It's been in the market for over 10 years, always being improved. So now we are going to give people an opportunity to make money by partnering with us. And in partnering with us, they can share about the app, share the app with others. And when those people get involved, they can then be remunerated and be paid commissions for doing so. And in a nutshell, that's what network marketing is. You have a company that partners with independent affiliates, agents, independent people like ourselves. So we don't work for the company. We are independent. But because we have used the product ourselves, we have to be consumers of the product. So you have to have a subscription in order to do so. As a subscriber, you now are able to share the Meishi app with others, share the Dreams opportunity. And when those people come on board, you can then make a commission and make money by doing so. You are not selling, so you're not selling and collecting money for the app. You are promoting, you are marketing. Those people buy directly from the company pays you commissions, and these commissions are recurring. So you're not getting paid once, you're getting paid over and over and over again for as long as that person is subscribing. So how long have you been on Facebook? Think about that. I've been on Facebook, geez, I'm not going to give away my age, but back in the day when you still had to join Facebook with a link, that somebody had to give you. You couldn't just go to facebook.com and sign up. Now, all those years I've been a user of Facebook. Imagine if people are using the Meishi app for 5, 10, 15 years. That means you could potentially be earning from one person that you referred into the to become a subscriber for the same number of years. The more people you have as subscribing, the more money you're going to make. Now, the growth of your team, you're not going to do it alone. The same way that none of us, well, not at least that I know, none of us have been referred by Mark Zuckerberg directly. I didn't get the link from Mark Zuckerberg. I got it from somebody who got it from someone who got it from someone, and all of this through word of mouth, through sharing of word of mouth. So the same is going to happen in your business. You're going to share with a few people who are going to share with a few people who are going to share with a few people. And over time, you can have an organization. Look at how many people on Facebook today. Imagine where your organization can be a year from now. You started as one person, you shared with 4 or 5 people, they shared with others who shared with others. Few months down the line, you could have a few hundred people in your team. A year down the line, you could have a few thousand people in the team. 2, 3 years down the line, your business could be massive and giving you tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. But it is a process. It is one that we are committed to. And in committing to this process, we said, let's start where we are. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to look at a 90-day plan. How do we get on board, and how do we start strong? How do we make sure that yes, we want to grow, yes, we will be earning that money a year from now, 2 years from now, but what can I do now? And what can that do for me and my household? So how it works, like I said, you need to subscribe to the product. It costs $270. I mean, not dollars, but hopefully we get one that soon of that magnitude. It costs $15, which is 270 rands that you and I will be paying every single month for our product. Now, 270 Rand, that's an estimate, folks. Please understand, it does fluctuate based on the currency that you are using. So if you're using dollars, then it's going to be $15 a month. If you are like me in South Africa and our currency is rands, that amount does fluctuate. So it could be 278, it could be 285. It will just depend on the rate at the time that your transaction is going through. Now, you subscribe, you start sharing with other people. What are you sharing? You're sharing that, folks, we're living in a digital age. You need to show up digitally, and you need to make money digitally. That phone that you have, this very phone that I have, I'm live on Facebook right now. I'm sharing. I have over, I don't know, I have thousands of followers on Facebook. I've got another page that I'm merging now. I'll share the stats of that maybe as we go along. But what's this? But those people are people that I could be talking to on a regular. So I connect with those people because we are living in a digital world. Now, in this digital world, liking and commenting and, sending emojis and memes all day does not pay the bills. That same phone that you are on, liking and sharing, someone else is on the same device using the same data. It's not costing them anything more. They are making money from it every single month. So you need to turn your phone, this phone over here, into a money-making machine, and I'm going to show you how. So we're saying unlock your phone's potential in just 90 days. 90 days. You don't need 2 years. You don't need to wait for a degree and, go for 3 years and then you fail, what's this? You fail a module and then you still have to take that module again next year. We're talking about a 90-day plan. 90 days. The year is going to be over, or rather it's going to be December in 109 days now. Before December, you could have already achieved this. Imagine that before December, this could be achieved. So let's look at what is possible. So I started with a small goal to say, let's look at building an income of $3,000 per month. It's a good income. It's life-changing for most people, but it's also not, it's not drastic. It's not something that's like, oh, now this is too much. I can't commit to this. $3,000 per month as a start is decent. So we're saying in 90 days, we want to build a business that is going to be able to give us that much. And how are we going to do it? Firstly, you're going to sign up. You're going to take your product for $15 per month, and you are going to sign up on from the person who referred you. And then what you're going to do, let me move my phone this side. then what you're going to do is you are going to, let me do this. So it's your first week. It's week 1. You are going to refer a minimum of 2 people. Now, sometimes people are thinking, where am I going to find people? Why do I have to talk to people? On your WhatsApp, how many active chats are open now? Open chats, not chats with people you spoke to last week. Open chats. How many open chats do you have on WhatsApp? How many chats do you have on Facebook Messenger? How many people are commenting on your TikTok videos? Those are all people that you could be promoting this opportunity to. And you can promote it in smart ways, not like, please join my business begging. No, we share. That's all we do. We share the opportunity. People who resonate with what we're sharing, they come on board. So here we're talking about a minimum of 2 people. And this, folks, if you're really serious about changing your financial situation, 2 is a joke. It is a joke, but we'll use it for today just for an example. So you refer 2 people. And how the Dreams compensation plan works is that it works on a binary plan. So binary plan, oh yes, I've got a camera today. So binary plan means you can build 2 sides, your left and your right. So when you are building your team, you can only build left team and right team. So that means, unlike a uni level, if you refer 5 people, those 5 people will all fall on your first level. With a binary, because you can only build left and right, that means you can only, let me make an example here, you can only have people coming on the left side and people coming on the right side. So if you refer 5 people, some will come on this side. So let's say 2 come on that side, and let's say 3 come on that side. Okay, my writing is terrible, but let's say 3 come on that side. So you build to the left and to the right, and your people will flow as spillover, meaning that it also assists the other people who are in the team. The leverage is increased. We benefit not only from what is happening below, but also what happens above, we get to benefit from. So let's look at this example. So if you have, like I said, you have a person on the left, a person on the right, you have referred 2 people. This is what Dreams calls a pair. A pair simply means you have referred 2 people, one on the left, one on the right. They have to be in that way. You can't have 2 on the left. 2 on the left and none on the right is not a pair. Pair is 1 on each side. So that pair potentially could pay you anything between $6, $8, $9. But for today's example, I'd like us to use the figure 6. So if anybody is there in the room who's able to, please in the chat just help me out here. I don't know if Sharon is here. I think I saw her jump on. She usually assists me with this. But just to say, let's work on the example of 2. Let's work an example of a pair being valued at $6, because we've seen that the pair value has been fluctuating between $6 and $7. So I'm going to use the minimum and say $6. Now, this $6, let's assume you've referred 2 people, it's a pair. That means week 1, you earn $6. We all understand that. Week 2, your 2 people go out and they duplicate, they refer their 2 each. So that means on level 2, you've got 4 people, number of pairs. I'm going to fly through this now. That's going to give you a total of $12 on level 2 that you will earn. So you earn $6 in level week 1, $12 in week 2. So that means all in all, you've earned $18. Week 3, you have got 8 new people. These are new people. And that means you've got 4 new pairs. So this week, you are going to then make, 4 times 6. So that means this week you will make $24. That is how much you will earn on week 3. Then week 4, this is your first month. This is where we are, folks. Remember I said we're celebrating 30 days. Let's see, I'm just going to post my video on my live because I was canceled. Start next. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's look at week 4. That's where we are. We are 4 weeks into the opportunity. 4 weeks. I want you to think about that, and you're going to then listen to the stats that we have. So we are 4 weeks into the opportunity. Week 4, you have 16 new referrals. Number of pairs, you've got 8 pairs that week. That means this week you are going to be earning $48. So within your first month, within your first 4 weeks, week 4, you earned $48 and you earned, so you've earned about $80 within your first month. So $80 according to this example for month 1. Okay, now I'm gonna have to delete these. So that's $80 for month 1. Let's look at what then happens in, oopsie, sorry about that. There goes all my other digital stuff. So week 3, oh boy, okay, I've lost it for a second, but don't worry, it will be back. So there we go, back to there. So week 3, you have earned, and all I was trying to do was zoom in. Week 4, sorry, you have earned $48 in week 4, and that is your income for the first month. Now let's look at what happens in month 2. Also quickly, we're gonna go through this. Month 2, week 5, you are gonna have 32 new referrals in week 5. So this is us, folks, next week. Whatever pairs are coming in next week, this is going to be what's going to be here. So in this example, it's 16 new pairs plus the first week's pairs. So I know next week is going to be a great payday already. So the first week's pairs, they are going to come over here because those people who subscribed in week 1, our subscription is due tomorrow. Many of us from tomorrow, we're paying our subscription again. And so it's going to cost me 270 Rand. But the business has already paid me that over and over and over again. So I've more than broken even. It's not coming from my pocket. So you're going to earn for the new pairs plus the old pairs, which means week 5, you're going to be earning, in this example, 16 plus 1. Week 6, what we earned in week 2 is now going to come down to our 6th week. We're going to earn for the new people in week 6 plus the old people from week 2. In this example, it's going to be 34 times 6, and let's call it $200 because I don't have the time to calculate. Week 7, what we earned in week 3, we're going to earn it here, plus the new cycles. So that gives us, in this example, 68 cycles, which is approximately, if it's times 6, let's call it 480, between $450 and $480. Then week 8, look at the income on week 8, 128 plus 8. So that's 136 times 6. So in this week, you're earning about, let's call it $900 for week 8. So in your second month, you've already earned just under $3,000 in your second month. You've earned, let's call it around $2,000. Yes, around $2,000 in month 2. A jump from $80 in month 1 to $2,000 in month 2. That's the power of exponential growth. Then when we come to week 9, what you earned in week 8 doubles. So what was about $900. Now you're making $1,800 in a week. Imagine, folks, what could $1,800 do for you and your family at this stage? So for now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop sharing here, and I'm going to ask my guests who are with me tonight to say, I've shared about the 90-day plan. And when we started, it just looked like numbers on a board. And I remember there was a day, I think it was the second week, where I was like, I thought I'd be further than this. Because, I know I work hard. But then I went back to my 90-day plan. I was like, no, man, I mustn't rush myself, because according to the 90-day plan, I'm ahead. So that means I will get to this $3,000 per month. I thought I would have been further because, I don't know, perfectionist or something. But when I went back to the 90-day plan, I realized, you know what, it's all good. I am still on track. I'm actually further than I should be. It's exciting. So today I'm going to call on Ignatius. Iggy, if you don't mind, please just let me search for you here. I'm going to ask you to unmute. And there's also people in my team I've seen, they're ahead of the 90-day plan. It's so exciting. Week 1, people are earning $20, $30, $50. And that, when you think that month 1, you should only be earning $80 according to the plan. So here, Iggy, I see that you are here. I hope everyone can see you. And yes, let's chat. Tell us your story. and what's happening in your business at the moment. I know it's crazy.
Hi, everyone. Lovely to be here. Yeah, Lebo, as you mentioned earlier, I met you when you were still a young teenager. I
That's
think
true.
even younger than that. Me and your mum, we were together involved with a South African company. They're still going strong. I think it's a company, it's an insurance company. And in those days, they did direct marketing ads, billboards, TV advertisements. And then they started an affiliate platform, very much what basically Maishi did now with the Dreams platform. So they actually just wanted to expand the membership or the clientele. It's ironic the company's name is Clientele. And so
Yeah.
a broker friend of mine came one day to me and said, you know what? Here's an interesting business concept. You save money and you refer other people, and as their debit orders go through, you get paid. And I couldn't believe it. It was that simple. And then me and your mom ended up being the top earners for, I remember, at least for 5 years.
True.
And we've been overseas to many countries, Mauritius, Spain, all that. So there I actually, for the first time, experienced what an amazing system an affiliate platform is, where you could leverage off other people's time and money. And it was like owning a building where you earn passively, whether you sleep or work or play, you'll earn that constant residual income from the rent. And to me, that was absolutely very similar. And without having to cough up $1 million or 2 or 3 or what towards the property, but it could give you the same type of residual income. And those were one of the most precious years of my life. Me and Manette and Lebo with your mom. Really, it was a phase in my life where, there were the business didn't have any overhead. So obviously, ever since that opportunity, I've been involved with many other, or in this industry, and with, I did so many things in my life so far. I'm also an entrepreneur like you, Lebo. And then we got to meet Bruce, and it's a long story, but when we, as a few individuals, sat together with Bruce, we basically said to him, well, the idea was that we have a fantastic company that has got the reference to it, the history, the success story, with so many. So that was, to me, was very important, that the company already had proved itself. Talk is cheap. So in this case, the company has over the 1 million customers globally, and it's absolutely world-known and renowned companies that are using the Maishi product. And so the company decided to expand the platform or the business via the affiliate platform, and that's where we come in. So we've just seen our labor with your demonstration of a typical scenario to Maishi product consumers or customers when they refer to customers or agents, and that gets duplicated. What can happen? So in my case, tomorrow is now exactly a month.
Yes.
And obviously, I had some time sort of to prepare some of my friends like you. Even, I think I shared the opportunity with you about, I think, a week or so before, or 10 days before we had the launch.
Yeah, just under 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm a month in, and basically,
how big is your
we'll see
team
tomorrow, but I'll tell you now. So in terms of that model that you made use of, the 2, 4, 8,
Yes.
16, 32, I basically would have earned just over let's say $900 in my first month. And I didn't expect that to go that quick. So
so you basically earned 10 times more, 10 times more in month 1 than you did according to our 90-day challenge.
Yeah, because I referred 15 people to the opportunity. I personally introduced referred the product to 15 people. But interesting, the one team grew by about 600%.
Yeah.
In a month's time, and the other team with about 120, 130%.
Yeah.
So you don't have control. Like when you have your 2 sales teams, one of the sales teams will determine your income. One of them, the weakest one. So ideally, it is one is looking to have 2 equal strong teams competing, or the idea is to have as many people in each team so that you can have the maximum amount of pairs.
Yes.
And but sometimes you don't have control over people. You can't tell people, listen, you can't predict how.
You can't tell them slow down.
They will
wait for me to catch up.
Yeah, everybody goes. But I mean, I'm an example of, I was not happy with just referring to people. I was way more excited than that.
Exactly.
And
we all were.
Yeah, so in terms of the target that you've put out there, the 90 people, $3,000 90 days, I honestly believe that, I mean, if this business grew by an average by 500-600%, or between 130 and 600% in my case, I think I don't want to speak for Bruce, but we're expecting a few thousand on board by the end of next month, in a month from now on. If we look at the rate,
so too. I believe that you possibly could be at $3,000 within the next month.
It is absolutely possible. And by the way things are evolving, and I can see the business, it is amazing when you put in effort, but at some point you lose control in terms of the growth of the network. And that's the fascinating thing about the binary system, is when it's like a field that you've put to, you've started with a little fire, you've ignited a little spot, a 10-centimeter spot, and with matches, and there it goes, and then it runs away. That is the most satisfying experience to see that people are referring when 3, 4, 5 hours later, I look at the back office and I see again, wow, there's new customers. It is so amazing that your business can grow not only with your own input, and that's where everything starts. It's how much do you put in? And I just want to conclude by saying that I am desperate enough to change my circumstances. We all have stories of suffering and of hardships and of challenges in our lives. And I can probably read 2-3 books, and then I can tell you hours and hours, and I'll start crying, and I'll have a few jokes, but there's dramatic things that happened in my life. And how many times in my life have I financially fallen down flat to my face? And I remember once in my life, I heard somebody was saying, he sort of lost everything, and then he stood up, and then long and well, he lost everything again. Then I thought to myself, how stupid can you be? I mean, not a third time. And as true as I'm alive here, I don't want to tell you how many times I have to start over. And so, with many things that I've of my life, I'm proud of today, things that I've accomplished. But I must say, I'm extremely excited and positive. Sorry, when we sat together and we discussed as individuals the dreams opportunity, we just said, listen, we want an opportunity, an affiliate platform that is so affordable. It has to be so as affordable as possible. It has to pay out the maximum returns as maximum as possible and as quick as possible. So all those elements were, I believe, captured in what we have today. At this stage, there are no leaders bonuses and also that sort of bells and whistles. That would be nice, and I am sure that we can expect that to materialize in the future. But we collectively as individuals said, you know what, let the system pay out as quickly as possible to the person, to the customer that's going to do the least of referring, should they want to refer. And that is where it comes to the golden, I don't want to say the only rule, but the very important rule is that if you do want to refer, make sure that you do that referrals. If you want to do 2, then obviously that qualifies you for earnings, but do that within 1 week. Why? Because those subscriptions will run simultaneously through on a monthly basis in that same week. And then you'll have your one pair. And that will basically cover, if it's $6 or $7, $8, that covers 40-50% of your product cost.
Yeah.
So
I think with that,
yeah,
Iggy, sorry to cut you, because you know we've got our 40-minute limit. But then I think you know what I take away from what you've said, which I'll close with. I think we're gonna have to carry this on tomorrow, on the Thursday call. But I just want to say, with network marketing, once you have the skills, getting back on top is not hard. You know, life happens to everyone. Imagine if you were in some career that is now obsolete. It's gone. That industry is gone because of technology. A lot of people are going to find themselves obsolete with AI and all of this that's coming on board. So the best time to get into digital entrepreneurship, especially through network marketing, is now, because you don't want to fall behind. But you can start where you are. Start from zero, start from behind, start